Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the USC Trojans and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Restate the state of Powell again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
One of the most dedicated fan bases in all of sports, Lincoln, Nebraska is home to Memorial Stadium. 85,000 strong, pack it in every time this team kicks it off. Lincoln becomes one of the most special places to watch a college football game. Definitely a bucket list item. Nebraska continues to be one of the strongest traditions in college sports. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Cornhuskers kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Here's Williams. Out wide right, it's Odo. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give is to Miller. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Williams desperately trying to cut through the noise. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to them, let them break tackles, let them make plays. Easy decision.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Makes a man miss. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Williams to throw for it on 4th. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll give it to the transfer, first carry of the season. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters. You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run him again. Breaks into the open. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. Pick up the 1st down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Trojans! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on a 34-yard jump to the end zone. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. The give is to Smith. Open space at the 25. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Huskers racing to the line in a hurry up. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Huskers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. There he goes. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. The Cornhuskers are threatening in the red zone. Motion from the wideout. He's changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Unloads it left. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Finds his big tight end. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And the Huskers want to move quickly. Looking to throw. Rushes on. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Husker! The extra point here would tie the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Got the back over the middle. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go,
It's a seam wide open. He's up to 57 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it first and 10 inside the 40. Oh, pressure's coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Williams. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. Here's Williams. Throwing right. Another incompletion on third down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
And he needed every little bit of strength to somehow sneak that over the crossbar. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Smith takes the handoff. Turning it on! The 50. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, Nebraska! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy. It's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from intercepted. Got room on the return. The 20, 10. He's out of bounds at the 5, and what a job to set up his offense.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. They've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cornhusker! And they take it in for 6 more points. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. And the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Bailey. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker! Quick strike through the air for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
He's got 59 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Handoff from the gun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Trojans will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Oh, he's got some space. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Here comes the offense on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Williams, under pressure. Right side, it's Bowman. They've got him corralled. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Out wide right, it's Hunter. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Hits inside. It's Smith. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Nebraska! Once he got some room, it was over. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Williams. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The run inside. It's Hawkins. And they'll stop him short of the first down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Trojans decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Oh, right through his fingers, he muffed it. You got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back. The give is to Smith. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Bailey. Look out! And it's a sack. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Nebraska.
The offensive line's got to get it together. Giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Fires on the run. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Well, the quarterback trying to get aggressive there on 3rd down. He saw something he liked in a matchup he wanted to take advantage of, but the defense, they simply weren't fooled, and they're able to come away with the pick.
1 more snap coming before halftime. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Running inside. It's Hawkins. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 8 team, the Oregon Ducks.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback.
And it's the Buckeyes, who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield and he needs a bunch. Snags it on the right. Ripped past midfield. Finally stopped at the 42, and that's the kind of chunk play that gets drives going.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Making the adjustment on the play. 2nd down to the air. Hauls it in.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Cornhuskers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open. You're not forcing the football into traffic. You're not freaking out and throwing it away or running out of bounds. Just go get what you can get. It's a positive play for the offense.
And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Smith. Makes the catch and he's free. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turn wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
The Huskers will try to put 1 on the board on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The defense set them up with a turnover and now to try to cash it in. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Here's Williams to throw. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. There he goes to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down, going to throw it. Flips it out to the back. Bring him down. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. Third down from the gun, Williams. Right side, it's Bowman. And he's stopped, brought down at the 18, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Williams. And the defense got him at the 27. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Throws for the tight end. Out wide right, it's Bowman. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? And this is a big 3rd down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here and make this thing interesting.
On the move, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Fires to the middle. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Guys?
Holly, thank you. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Williams. They're all over him. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Williams will pass. Here comes the heat. Gets rid of it.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. There he goes. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. And sometimes you just count your blessings, and the blessing for the offense was that the ball went out of bounds.
How devastating would that have been for this offense, Reese, if they had lost possession down here in the red zone like that? That would have been a killer for this offense, for their momentum, for the entire team. Really, really lucky that ball trickled out of bounds.
Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
The Cornhuskers line it up with a 1st and goal. On the option. Now the pitch. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Husker! And the route is on. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
Yeah, and the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Barber. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. The Trojans want to crank the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive playthrough.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throwing, Williams. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Complete. Across the 25, he's got room. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Fourth down, Williams. Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Brings it in down the left side. Touchdown, Nebraska! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Here's Williams to throw. Left side is Hawkins. Turning it on. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Reels it in. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Williams looking for a man. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll try to do it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Williams. Right side, it's Bowman. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Running the red zone, it's Miller. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Now after the misfire, it leaves them with 3rd and goal from the 3. Going for 6. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
will take over.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Go, go! Got him right there. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Williams. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
The Trojans in the hurry up.
Gain of 21 on the play. And that's a first down for the offense.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence. And
going downfield for the big play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. The give on the counter. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to